textbook reaction in this video, and the reaction that may one day end up saving your life. Guys, welcome to the channel, The Modern Survivalist, and in this case, we're reacting to a video from Argentina. This is in El Palomar. We have a woman with her pickup truck, right? Weird looking. I don't know what brand this thing is, but anyway, you have this thing, and she reacts in a way that I actually advise reacting in this book, in Survival Skills. There's a dedicated chapter to defensive driving, to pushing cars with your own vehicles, why you may want to go with a little bit of a bigger, more powerful vehicle, like in the case of this tiny little SUV pickup thingy going on there, why this may be a good idea. Well, we will actually see it in this video. Also, remember that you have Surviving the Economic Collapse. These two combined will give you the tools to be a lot better prepared for the world in which we're already living and the one that's coming, unfortunately. Now, this woman knows what she's doing. She's not, she has a window down. I would seem that is not really advisable. So she's parking in her house, right? She's backing into her garage, which is actually very clever. And you will see why in a minute. Not because of her. Well, actually, yeah, because of her. She manages to leave pretty fast because of that. So you could go either like forward into the garage, head first. But that's really not what you want to do. You want to do what she's doing, backing into it so as we have easier, faster, exit if you find yourself in that moment, right? So she's doing that, and all of a sudden, she sees a car that is coming. Now, it could be that you've been followed. That's usually, but no. In places like Argentina, this is not something, you were followed, because there's no way in which this could be random. Yes, it is random all the damn time. I know that some people are surprised by this. Not folks from Argentina, not people in my Spanish channel. They understand this perfectly well. This happens all the time. It is 5 guys armed, driving around, just seeing who they can attack. Anyone that is distracted, any window of opportunity, anything they see, they go, it was not that she was being, if you were being followed and you saw, that would be, maybe if she was coming from the bank, if she was making a large deposit or, moving money in some way and the word got out, that could be. But this, 90% chance random. You're just being attacked because they just saw you as you were parking your car. So what they do is they cross the vehicle, right? So as to block her, but they move a little bit too forward and she just goes, boom, I'm out of here. And these guys just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys all armed, just typical. But they're going after her husband, and the husband makes a fast exit. But why? Why are you waiting here? That is a bad call. I don't know if he's getting shot at there or not, but why did he stop? I don't get it. Anyway, and they leave. So several things going on here in this video, a lot to be learned. So we already see that there's some cars parked, but we see that it's a name. El Palomar is rough. El Palomar is rough. There's rougher places for sure, but it is rough nonetheless. You have bars on windows, and the place looks not ideal. But hey, these two have a couple okay cars, so there is this would be, a medium class sort of neighborhood. Now, she's backing in just when this happens. Cross the car. Now, textbook reaction, as in my textbook reaction, I have a chapter dedicated to defensive driving, pushing other vehicles with your own car. This is the kind of thing that I actually explain in different chapters in the book. How you use your vehicle. How is it that you block? Why is it that you don't want to crash at full speed, but just push if you have the chance? Careful with that airbag. If you're going above certain speed, it's likely to be deployed. But she does okay. She hits it a little bit fast. She hits it a little bit. But hey, you don't have the time here. Now, fortunately for her, she is dealing with a car that's a little bit way too much forward, right? The car, where they stop. So she just nicks it a little bit. Now, if it had been a little bit more to the back, and the driver will try to leave that open for these guys to get out. So that's probably why he went so much. But if it hadn't been the case, and it was still, one of the things I explain in the book is the weight of the car is here. It's in the engine. This is why you choose certain cars. This is why you want to have a car that's SUV, pickup truck. Anything that has a little bit more power, more traction, and more mass, that is usually better for things like these, because I know for a fact that if you accelerate on this car here on the back, you're going to be spinning this guy with very little problem. Very easily, you're going to be spinning the guy, and all of these guys are going to be flying out of it, and that's going to be good for you. Now, she just barely touches it, and that's enough for her to escape. So, I think they actually take a few shots at them. I don't know if they're trying to do what, but they immediately notice that there's another car, and this is her husband. Now, because of the way in which they parked, he can go at it pretty fast. Honestly, I would just run over all of them, and I think he hesitates a little bit too much, which is unfortunate. Just drive over all of them. Don't even, nothing. They move out. I guess they realize that he was going to be hitting them if they didn't move. But then he does this thing of stopping, right? Which is, I don't know, maybe he was like, oh, but I left the door. Maybe they go inside. Doesn't matter. You get yourself out of there. You're getting attacked by 5 armed guys. Get the hell out of there and then call the police. It's not worth your life, man. Not worth stopping, and there's not much you can do against 5 armed attackers here, right? So, yeah, leave. Finally does, and so do the attackers. Anyway, quick reactions, a little bit of luck, a little bit of smart decisions in terms of what kind of vehicle you have, how you park it. And at the end of the day, maybe even better don't even be here, right? Which is one of the things that I often talk about. Why keep on living in places like this? Well, that's your life. You live any way you want, any way you can at times. But avoid living in dangerous neighborhoods as much as you can. Have a little bit of a bigger, stronger car. Know how to park it. Know that these things could happen, especially in a place like Argentina. This is every day. Every day you live like this. But this is something you can learn from, as you just saw in the video. And that's why I wrote these things, and that's why I recommend them. And that's why I talk about all of this stuff here in the Modern Survivalist. Guys, see you next time. Have an awesome day. Take care.